Hello everybody, we got snacks! Food! Gotta do a taste test.
And where those Swedish fish things are, probably under...
No, they're right here.
Oh.
I already showed them. Yeah. And we also have 5 of these snack and surprise toy baked graham cracker snacks Scooby-Doo things to open up and see. I get these every so often in the little packets. It's the first time I've seen them come with a toy inside.
Huh.
And they were all on clearance, of course. So we have new Flips stuffed. They are pretzels filled with peanut butter and coated in white fudge. We have Reese's dipped animal crackers. Bite-sized animal crackers covered in peanut butter candy and dipped in milk chocolate.
Huh.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn with Cinnadust glaze. And blue raspberry lemonade Swedish Fish. So let's open one of these, then have a snack, and then open one of these, have a snack. See what I'm saying? Okay, so what toy? So these are like little bone-shaped graham cracker things.
Yeah, I've had them before. Like,
I don't know.
What the fuck?
How do I get in it?
What the fuck? This is the weirdest ass design I've ever seen.
So this must be the toy. Usually I just get the little packet like this.
Yeah.
And they're yummy. Because I love cinnamon graham crackers.
Yeah.
Whose is whose? Oh, okay. You have to match the character to the item of clothing. Mystery mix-up. Use your detective skills and find 12 matches. Right, okay. I'm confused. Anyway, what else is new? So, toy number 1, what do we have?
Some weird shit.
Not for resale. Well, who is going to sell it?
Yeah.
We have...
Some crazy person on eBay.
We have... Shaggy!
Huh.
He's just a little green, flat piece of plastic. I guess you can kind of see detail that way.
Well, a little bit.
These would be good to put away for game pieces.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have like a little scene that you can set him inside. Like so. He's bigger than the building, which is, awkward. But, whatever.
It's like that one Shaggy meme that people are always talking about. He's like super Shaggy, Super Saiyan. And he's only using like 1% of his power and can just destroy everything. Like that kind of meme. We're talking about that shit.
More than one way to open a pack of Swedish Fish. They are a very pretty color. They're a very vibrant blue. I forget where I found these.
Yeah, somewhere.
Dollar Tree, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Everything else came from Walmart. I like these. And these are fresh because they're really soft. Box is the same.
Yeah.
Guess what we got?
Fucking goddamn it! If they're all gonna be Shaggy,
We got Shaggy again.
I'm gonna lose it.
In the same scene. There's supposed to be 7 different ones.
Oh fuck!
I bought 5 boxes because I think that's all they had.
Huh?
And so far we've got 2 of the same.
If they're all gonna be Shaggy, I'm gonna fucking die. Just be like, well, that's the most rarest thing that could happen. Every single...
So the Swedish Fish are definitely a thumbs up for me. I love those.
Yeah, they're really good.
Hand me my water. I don't know that cinnamon is going to go well with blue raspberry lemonade flavor.
Oh, shit. And I still have those, cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh, that
hot.
little bag of cereal?
Yeah, that hot,
that
whatever.
Fuego thing?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't finish it. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
They're probably staler than stale.
Yeah.
These would have been good at the movie theater.
Huh.
Speaking of which...
Yeah.
We did go see a couple movies.
The good shit.
We saw Super Mario.
Yeah.
I like this better than the cereal. Super Mario was pretty good. I think people were getting too upset over it before it came out because of Chris Pratt being Mario.
Even though Martinet was in the fucking movie, you know.
Yeah, the actual guy who voices the game was in the movie. He needed to be in more.
Yeah.
But I think Chris Pratt did a fine job.
Yeah. I mean,
it was fun.
Yeah.
The highlight was Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Black is fucking amazing.
Exactly. And
peaches, 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 peaches,
yeah.
peaches, 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 peaches.
Yep.
Yeah. I like that Bowser did a lot of singing.
Yeah.
I think Jack Black is underrated as a singer.
Yeah, definitely. But I think also, like, 2 things I find interesting and I liked about the movie. One of which is the whole soundtrack, and the more shit's getting
Oh, there went that was the Roku went flying.
But yeah,
it's pretty good.
Like the soundtrack is good. Like the whole soundtrack to that was fucking awesome. I liked all the references to various Mario games and characters and all that in there.
So you knew more of that stuff than I would.
Yeah, and I was actually picking out, like, oh yeah, that's from Mario Sunshine, that's from Galaxy, that's from an old school game that not a lot of people talk about in the Mario franchise. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. It was
fun.
Yeah, another thing I liked about it was the cat suit power-up. And Mario said something like, I'm a cat. And then I said exactly, yeah, so am I. Because I was wearing my cat ears, my peach dress. Because you know what?
Yes, he wore his Princess Peach dress.
Yep. Gotta cosplay as the best goddamn...
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, fuck. Another Shaggy.
We have a third Shaggy. Okay, so we're going to redo the Too Many Pinkie Pies episode. And it's going to be Too Many Shaggies.
Oh, boy.
The popcorn is good.
Yeah.
I would recommend this.
Yeah.
Found it at Walmart. I was looking for something else, and it was there, and I thought, oh, gotta try that.
Yeah. And the one thing I also probably liked the most out of the entire thing was how Princess Peach was made. She wasn't a fucking damsel. She could actually fight.
Yeah, she wasn't a damsel in distress.
Yeah, she was actually, she could fight, take care of herself and all that, was a badass, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to see that more.
She was stronger than Mario.
Yeah. Even with the power-ups.
So this is the Reese's dipped animal crackers. So it's like peanut butter on one side and chocolate on the other. Bear?
Probably.
Cow? I don't know. So then we had about an hour to kill in between movies.
Yeah.
But definitely, we enjoyed Mario quite a bit. It was fun.
Yeah.
And if you like blood...
Oh, yeah.
Go see Renfield.
Yep. If you like Nick Cage.
If you like Nicolas Cage chewing the scenery, go see Renfield.
Yeah.
If you like Awkwafina as an actress, go see Renfield.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun. Not exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of therapy going on for Renfield. Which, I knew there was some because based on the previews, but it was a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
And they didn't talk about the drug dealers in the previews.
Yeah.
So that came out of left field for me. But at least it gave them something to do.
Yeah.
And oh my god, there was a lot of blood.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of action.
Yep.
I would say with the Mario movie, you don't need to see it in 3D.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I thought the 3D was blurry.
Yeah. I mean, probably could have been just the background, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah. There wasn't really a whole lot in that.
And they charge us $2 more per movie to see it in 3D.
Yeah.
That was stupid, but whatever. But yeah, Renfield, a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
There were some interesting references back to the Dracula movie.
Yeah.
Or book. In the book, Dracula, there's a character called Quincy Morris. Awkwafina's character was Rebecca?
I think so.
Rebecca Quincy. And her father was Morris Quincy. So I thought that was interesting. We got something different!
We got Scooby this time.
We got a Scooby. Why is he made like this?
What the fuck?
Why is he made so that he's like hollow on the back? He doesn't have a back? And he doesn't have a background either. He's just a Scooby.
They fucked up.
It's weird. Yeah, I really enjoyed both movies quite a bit. And they were so very different from each other. But they appealed to various interests.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the Flips stuffed white fudge covered peanut butter filled pretzel things. That's what they look like inside. This is the kind of thing I would eat.
Yeah.
I would dump all three of those together in a bowl and just sit there and...
Yeah.
This definitely would have been a good batch of snacks to have at the movie.
Yeah.
Next time we do a movie night here, we'll have to get some more of these things.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
And I really hope they don't screw up the schedule and schedule me for another frickin' weekend. I've worked 2 in a row. I'm supposed to get 1 off every month.
Yeah.
Now that they've started this new schedule. So theoretically, I should have this weekend coming off.
Hopefully.
Which would give me Cinco de Mayo off, which would allow us to go see the movie.
Yeah.
Allow me to drink a margarita.
Yeah. But something I find interesting...
The last one of these.
I think both of those movies, they should have some video game.
Do I even need to open it?
Another fucking Shaggy?
Pretty sure.
Oh, God.
I see green.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, look! It's Shaggy.
Damn it, Scooby, you failed us. You could have had 5 Shaggies in a row.
So we got 4 Shaggies and a weird-ass Scooby.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I thought maybe he did something if you... No. He just falls over.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like we didn't have as much to say about the movies as we thought we did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they both make good video games.
Oh, Renfield would be a bloodbath.
Yeah. Survival.
That'd be fun.
Mortal Kombat.
I like that it was set in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's an interesting setting. Although they didn't really show you that much of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was so funny. I've liked Awkwafina ever since I saw her in Crazy Rich Asians. She was the highlight of that movie. Hated the book. The movie was alright. She was the highlight for me. So, I was really glad to see her in Renfield, and I thought she did a good job. What was Renfield's actor? Nicholas Hoult?
No idea.
I think.
Wasn't really paying attention to that one.
He was good. Kinda cute. Played the, needy codependent very well. Yeah, it was fun. So if you want something lighthearted that you can take the family to, go see Super Mario.
Yeah.
If you want blood and guts not family friendly, go see Renfield. If you're weird like us, go see both.
Yeah.
As a double feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun afternoon. We hadn't been to the movies since Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, that was a long ass time
That was
ago.
what, like early 2020?
Yeah, that was even at the one in Gallipolis. So the
Yeah.
one in Athens, holy fuck.
Been even longer since we went to that actual theater.
Yeah.
But to go to a movie at all.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah.
And I really want to see Guardians of the Galaxy next.
Yeah. And they're putting out some weird-ass movies. Because I've seen some of the previews that they advertise in the theater. Another fucking Transformers movie for the 5 billionth time. Because you can never have too many explosions, I guess.
Well, let's see. Friday coming up on the 28th is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Huh.
I remember reading that book when I was like 10-ish. 40 years ago. And what I remember from the book was she was praying to get her period, and she would do these exercises. We must increase our bust, because she wanted to make her boobs grow. What did I see in the previews? The whole
Oh boy.
boob exercise thing. And I'm like, that's what I remember from the book. And my client was like, it was a book?
No shit.
Yes, it was a book. I read it when I was, that age.
Yeah.
Because he thought it would look like it was going to be a cute movie. He's a perv.
Ha!
He's just scoping out these young girls.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it looks like it'll be fun. But I also think it's something I'll wait until it's streaming.
Yeah. And then there was the Spider-Man movie that's coming out.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
Probably.
Something like that. It's something Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was Into the Spider-Verse, and this is Across the Spider-Verse? Anyway, it's that animated one with Miles Morales and all the various incarnations of Spider-Man. And it looks good. I think they were smart to take their time putting it together and doing it well.
Yeah.
Because the first one was fantastic. And yeah, I'd kind of like to see that. But again, I can wait until it's on streaming or DVD or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably get it on DVD since I have the other one on DVD.
Probably.
Might as well have the set.
I saw they're making a Barbie movie, like a live action one.
Yeah, it's a live action Barbie movie.
Oh God.
There's a Indiana Jones movie coming out.
Which
and the Dial of Doom or something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. The title it doesn't make any sense to me.
And I mean,
but
sure.
I'll go see it because I've seen all the others.
Yeah. And I mean, sure, you had the Temple of Doom, but now you have the fucking Dial of Doom.
Oh, no, it's Dial of Destiny.
Oh, good. That's even...
Maybe.
That's a little
Dial of something. Some kind of dial.
At least that's better than Dial of Doom, because at least they're trying to...
Dial of Destiny, I think.
Probably. Let's see, you had...
I don't know. I've seen the title like twice.
Yeah, because you have Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Crystal Skull, and then this one.
It's got to be better than Crystal Skull.
Yeah, and I think it should hopefully be...
It should be the last one.
Yeah, Harrison
Ford's
cannot.
getting a little old for playing Indiana Jones.
Same with Han Solo. Anything like that, he can.
In Crystal Skull, they let it up to... Like, they were going to maybe let Shia LaBeouf take over, and then he went nuts.
He went fucking off the rails.
He was Indy's son.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was going to be taking over the storyline, and then...
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. But they wait so long between these movies.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford was already an older actor.
Yeah. He was already ancient when, Skull came out.
I mean, he's, what, pushing 80 now?
Yeah. And there are some movies like that one I kind of want to see because Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And it's only because of that, really.
And I kind of would like to see it on the big screen.
Yeah. It's one of those kind of things.
Action-adventure seems to do well on the big screen.
Yeah.
It pulls you in more.
Yeah. But another thing I'm interested in is the whole Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out. I'm curious how they're going to do that one. Because the whole game itself, you're just some guy, and I know he's got some fucking name and this whole...
Well, why do they need to make it when they already did Willy's Wonderland?
Yeah, and before that, there was the Banana Splits movie that was essentially the same thing. Animatronics go rogue and kill people. So they've done it before. But I've heard this one is being done and directed, and basically they have to go through Scott Cawthon himself, who made the franchise what it is and made the games.
Didn't it have something to do with the Lego movie people? Or was that something else that they were working on?
I think Blumhouse is doing this one.
Oh.
Which they've done some pretty decent movies. And I have heard the Jim Henson people are doing the animatronics.
Oh.
So
if you got the Henson Creature Shop, you'll get some good animatronics.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. But I, again, wonder how the story's gonna go. Because, like, in the games, you're some guy sitting at a fucking desk, and you have to close doors and whatever, check the monitors, so that the animatronics don't kill you. That's the whole thing. Now, I know there's a whole lore about William Afton, how he killed children, stuff them inside the animatronic bodies, and I guess their spirits possess the animatronics, and that's why they're going after you.
Well, if Blumhouse is doing the movie, they're going to go the horror route.
Yeah.
And they'll probably do that story.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a really interesting lore to it. Really dark as fuck. Because it's a pizza place. A lot of kids, a lot of small-ass children are there.
Well, there's all the urban legends about kids being murdered in the bathroom and stuff, too, so...
Yeah. And then, there was a theory, I'm not sure how true it is, but I guess there might have been some theory, either Chuck E. Cheese or Five Nights at Freddy's, probably both. They had some theory that in order to make some of the pizzas, they had to take children in the back and kill them just so they can make the fucking pizzas. Kinda interesting.
That's gotta be a Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
That'd be hilarious, too. Just be like, yeah, we're gonna take our kids and get fucking murdered. But I find it hilarious, though. I guess later on down the line there was a thing for Five Nights where, like, if children are there by themselves, then the animatronics will attack. But if there's some adult figure there, some older person, they're not. Because, I don't know.
Dude, stop me. This popcorn, I'm telling you. The one movie theater has, like, the different flavorings you can sprinkle in your popcorn. And we usually get
the caramel
and apple cinnamon.
Yeah.
And
good
combine
combo.
the two.
Yeah, really good combination.
This is the cinnamon part, and it's good.
Yeah. The weird thing is, they used to have the one in Athens when we went to, but they don't have it anymore. Unless it's in the...
They've kind of gone downhill a little bit, I think, from when we were there before.
Yeah. I mean, you can order fucking cheeseburgers from White Castle now. Which, I mean,
White Castle cheeseburgers and Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah. But, yeah.
They're too expensive.
Yeah. But I'm still curious how they're going to do it Five Nights. Because I've heard they're going to also bring some people in from other games. Like, if this is supposed to be like the first movie based on like the first game. But even some of the lore didn't happen until the second or third. And technically, either the second or third take place before the first one. I don't know how the fuck that makes sense. But, you know, even MatPat.
You confused me.
Yeah, even MatPat from Game Theory, you know, he can barely make sense out of all this, and he's the one that's notorious for it. Markiplier is notorious for playing Five Nights and basically making the series how popular it is now, because... Like,
yeah, but the videos are better when it's his mom playing it.
Yeah. And then MatPat is notorious for doing the theories based on the games and the books and everything else in between that involves Five Nights at Freddy's, because apparently some of the lore is in the books, and there's a lot of books that are separate from the games, and there's a whole separate timeline, but it's still in the same timeline as whatever. Yeah, the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing is convoluted as fuck. And I do not know how or why, you know, what drugs Scott Cawthon was on when he decided to make this shit. It's like, seriously? It's just a game where people die. You get jump scared for the 5 billionth time. A bunch of dead children, dead animatronics, whatever. And each game, they get more gross and disturbing and distorted and, you know, because they've been basically decommissioned and the buildings burned down because of all that. And here's what I don't get. Everybody fucking knows what happened during some of these games. So why do they keep making the pizza places? Why do they make the Pizzaplex in the first place from Security Breach? Everybody knows what happens. It's got the name Freddy Fazbear there. So, by definition, if you see something that says that, get the fuck out. Unless you want to be eaten by a wolf girl animatronic that a lot of people are interested in. We all know
that's your fantasy.
Well, if it was Monica as an animatronic, well, that'd be hot.
You like the wolf chick.
Yeah. That's pretty much the only reason why I wanted to play Security Breach. That, and it's actually different from the rest of the series. I mean, most of the series just sit in one spot and wait for shit to happen. But when you get good enough, even that doesn't happen. Because you know the whole, you know, in and out of the game. But in Security Breach, you can actually walk around and explore the area, which is a first for the series, and that's what I like about it. It's different. But when the game came out, it was a buggy, glitch-filled mess. I tried playing it. The beginning of the game was fine. It ran at a constant either 30 or 60. I forgot what it was at. It ran fine. But the moment that I got out of that one room, oh boy, all hell broke loose. We're talking not even 5 or 10 frames per second. We're talking Chica just teleporting wherever the fuck she wants. So she could be in the back chasing you. All of a sudden, she goes through a wall on the other side of the map and then kills you. I'm like, well, I guess that's one way to make the game horrifying, because the game itself isn't all that, horrifying as opposed to the rest. I like that. But it's weird. So I wonder how they're going to do the timeline. And there's already a lot of speculation who all is going to be in the movie. Not just actor-wise, but the animatronics and people that are in the lore. Obviously, Afton's going to be in it. It's like Willard? Shaggy from the...
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. And then... Yeah, that Shaggy. But, yeah.
Or is it this Shaggy?
Oh, God.
Or this Shaggy. Or even this Shaggy. Can't believe I got 4 Shaggies. Out of 5 packages, I got 4 Shaggies.
Yeah, where's Fred, Velma, and Daphne? They're gone. They've all been replaced.
Well, there's supposed to be 7 different toys.
I think the 5 should be the core cast. Fred, Shaggy, Velma, Scooby.
I think it looks like there's a couple different Scoobies, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But some of these, they don't even tell you what you could get. And that confuses me.
I'm going to get in this box one way or another.
Fuck the box. Just destroy it.
Okay. There. Collect all 7 mystery toys. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 Scoobies, Shaggy, and looks like 2 of the monsters.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
The Ghost and the Creeper.
Yeah, I mean, the Creeper's the notorious one out of all.
I think that's the Creeper.
Probably.
So, I mean, it's not even offering you...
Yeah.
The whole gang.
Yeah, that's stupid, I'd say.
I mean, they could have done a mystery machine.
Yeah. Either as one of the toys or as the setting. Either way. I mean, it would have worked.
Well, we need a Fred, a Velma, and a Daphne.
Yeah. We
got Shaggy and Scooby. That's 5.
Yeah.
They could have done Scrappy and Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
That would have been 7 toys.
Yep. And
but instead, they do 4 random Scoobies and a Shaggy and 2 monsters?
Yeah.
Assuming that that's actually what the toys are.
Yeah.
Nowhere does it say on there what they're going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought they were fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for $1 there.
They were originally $2.98, and I got them for $1.
Yeah.
I figure I like these little snacks.
Yeah.
And those packets will fit nicely in my bag that I take to work. Can you tell it's dinner time? I'm sitting here munching all this stuff.
Yeah.
Normally I'm asleep at this point.
Yeah.
And then I get up at 10:30. Go to work at midnight.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be midnight to 8 a.m. It's been midnight to noon. Well, they're trying to make it so we only have to work 4 days a week, and then we get a weekend off. Okay, great.
Yeah.
However, it hasn't worked that way yet.
Yeah.
And this coming Thursday is all messed up. Because I work, and I go in. I'll get up Wednesday, be there at midnight, work till 8 a.m. Then I'm relieved by Haley, who will work 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then I'm back in at 8 p.m.
Huh.
Why didn't we just go back to our usual schedule? I do 12 to 8, and then Haley does 8 to 4, and Nikki does 4 to 12, and I do 12 to 8. Because this 8 to 8 thing is just weird.
Yeah.
You're forcing me to come in 4 hours early?
Huh.
And Haley and I were going to move some hours around, where we would move like the 4 hours at the beginning of her shift to the end of her shift, so that I would work 12 to 12, and then she would work 12 to 12, and then I'd come back in at midnight, which would make more sense. But they have her scheduled in again at 8 o'clock Friday morning, so we can't do that because that would only give her 8 hours between shifts, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
So it's a weird. That day is just really weird, and none of us understand it. And my client keeps saying, well, why'd they do that? I don't know. I'm not the one that made the schedule. I wouldn't have scheduled it like that.
Yeah.
But they keep saying, well, when we get another person hired, we'll go back to the old way. Well, get somebody. You keep saying, when we get another person, when we get another person. Well, you hired one person, and they didn't work out. And you hired somebody else, and they got fired before they even got trained. Well, they did it to themselves, and then they're blaming us.
Yeah.
Well, they're blaming Nikki, who was one of Nikki's friends. And they're blaming her for getting fired. Had nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
It had more to do with they weren't getting to work on time. You don't start off your job being like, well, I can't be at work at 8 o'clock because I have to drop off my kids or whatever. No, you make arrangements for your kids and you get your butt to work on time.
Yeah.
Because your employer's saying, you're scheduled at this time. Be there.
Yep.
And if you can't be bothered to do what your boss tells you, then see ya. I mean, we had one girl, she was hired, and she was trying to call off one day, but she didn't call anybody. She only sent a text out. So nobody knew where she was when it was her time to be at work. And then they figured out what the problem was, and they let it slide. Well, then she was late several times. And then New Year's Day, because of course I worked New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I've worked every freaking holiday since I started there. She was supposed to be there to relieve me at 6 a.m. And boss called and said, is she there? And I said, no. And he called her, and apparently her boyfriend or significant other, who the fuck's calling at this time of morning? And then she lied and said she was almost there. She hadn't even gotten out of bed yet. So then he called me and says, when she shows up, tell her to go home. I'm like, okay. He says, I'll need you to cover for a few minutes, but send her home and tell her if there's any questions to call me. I was okay. And that's what I did, which I felt really awkward doing because that wasn't my job.
Yeah.
And somebody came to relieve me. Boss's wife. And yeah, it was just a circus. And she was mad. When I told her, she's like, oh, okay. And she calmly got back in her car. But she took off like a bat out of hell. Oh, go away.
Fuck!
It's probably that one I've told to stop calling. And to take our number off their list. And they just keep calling.
Yeah.
It's obviously not important. They're not leaving messages.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, probably ought to wrap this up and tomorrow we gotta go do fun stuff like laundry. Yay.
Yeah, fucking laundry.
I know, but it has to be done. Anyway. I guess that's pretty much all we really had. We just wanted to talk about movies and eat snacks. So I think all the snacks were successful. I love the blue raspberry lemonade flavored Swedish Fish. I want to say I found those at the Dollar Tree. Can't swear to it, but I think that's where I found them. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn, really, really good. Obviously, I just keep sitting here scarfing it. The Reese's dipped animal crackers, I like them. Of course, I love Reese's. Pretty much anything Reese's. Yeah. The Flips stuffed white fudge peanut butter filled pretzels. They're pretty good. Scooby snack. I would like a little bit more peanut butter flavor, kinda, but I think they're pretty good overall. So, a successful batch of snacks. And I got Shaggy.
Yeah.
There, it's like, whoops. The way I have them set up, I have 3 of them facing one way, and the other one's facing toward the 3. So it looks like they're dancing. So he's leading them in the Thriller dance.
Huh.
I don't understand the hollow back. Ain't no hollow back dog. Hollow back dog. Okay. I'm losing what's left of my mind. A little sleepy. They have been up most of 24 hours. I know I got up at 9 because I had to go to the bathroom yesterday. And I got back in bed and then I couldn't sleep. So I've been awake at least since 9 last night.
Yeah.
And it's what, 6:30 now? So it's 22 and a half hours, something like that. Yeah, a little tired. And I was fighting it for everything it was worth at work. Man, he was asleep. So I'm sitting there listening to a book and my head's going... And I turned on TV and my head was doing... So, yeah. I had to fight to stay awake. That's when I get up and do things like wash the dishes or throw in the laundry or whatever, but... Yeah. But my client's house is a non-sleeping house. That's one of the reasons the one guy got let go. That, and he argued with him about when he was supposed to work. And he kept talking about how he was supposed to get this much an hour, and he was supposed to get guaranteed this, that, and the other thing, and they were supposed to train him to be the house manager, and I'm like, you don't get hired in at that. You do not get hired in as that. And no, they don't give you premiums for experience. Half the stuff he said was lies anyway.
Yeah.
I caught him several times telling stuff that wasn't accurate. I don't know. Anyway, this is another long-ass video, and it wasn't supposed to be. So, I guess we'll wrap this one up. He's going to make another weird noise, because he always does. So remember to do all the YouTube-y things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads, should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Probably, I'm going to guess book sale.
Probably.
That's probably going to be the next one.
Either that or the yard sale, book sale. Kind of like maybe 2 videos in one, because they'd be 2 separate things.
Depends on if we find anything at the yard sale.
Yeah, because sometimes they don't have shit. And other times...
If I end up working until noon on Thursday, I'm just going to go straight over and not come home before going to the library.
Yeah.
That's just too much extra. Yeah. And then we can always go back on Friday morning if assuming I'm off.
Yeah.
But, you know, they say it's supposed to be my weekend off, but...
It fucking better
They'll probably schedule me anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.